Hello! 3 years ago I had the chance to meet some of the Game of Thrones cast, and I'm going to be telling you guys my experience, and I'm going to start now because this probably will be a long video. This all started in October 2016. I found out that Game of Thrones season 7, I think, was about to be filmed in the Basque Country, where I live in the north of Spain. I started freaking out because these kind of things never happen here. So October 23rd, I go to the hotel they were staying at, and I was waiting, and yeah, I got to meet Jacob that day. He was really nice to us, but I didn't have the chance to actually have a conversation with him, but I did have the chance to ask him for a photo, so here it is. Yeah, he was really nice and really sweet, and let me tell you, he is really handsome in real life. The next day we also saw Joe Dempsey, and we didn't expect him at all. So we were really surprised, and also my best friend back then, she was a really big fan of Joe because of Skins, so she was freaking out. Actually, there was this moment where both Joe and Jacob left the hotel and they were walking around the hotel, and we thought, okay, this might be the only chance to actually meet them and have a proper conversation with them. So we were just wandering around the hotel and we actually ran into them. They were standing there and we started having a conversation with them. We started talking to them. They were super nice to us. They were really sweet, and I even asked Jacob about Peter because I really wanted to meet Peter, and he told me that Peter was actually a really elusive person that is really hard to see, but he hoped that I would meet him. We spoke for about 15 minutes. So yeah, another day was a Sunday, and I remember that I had to go to my grandma's for lunch, but I did have some time before to go to the hotel, and a friend of mine was going. So yeah, we went to the hotel and we waited there. It was just the two of us. All of a sudden, Conlev leaves the hotel from the main entrance, and I started freaking out a little bit, but then my friend tells me Peter is behind Conlev, and my face probably would be like, what? I was freaking out. My heart was beating so fast because I was really nervous and also excited. I was really nervous. I didn't want to disturb them because it was their day off, but I saw a girl taking a selfie with Peter, so I thought, okay, this is my only chance. So we went after them, and I touched Peter's back. He turned around and he shaking my hand, and he told me, nice to meet you. And well, in that moment I died, honestly. I was really satisfied with that. And well, I told him I really loved his work, that I loved his character, and he told me, oh, thank you so much, blah blah. And I asked him for a photo, but he said no, but he said it in a really nice way. That was my moment meeting Peter Dinklage, but I'm so happy that I did, because later on I found out that a stupid guy went to the floor that Peter was staying in, and he shouted at him, so Peter was really scared, and from that moment on, Peter only left the hotel by car, so I was really lucky to actually get closer to him. Well, during that week, it was Emilia's birthday too, and I remember that the car stopped in the main entrance, because there is the main entrance, the back door, and the garage. But the car where Emilia was in stopped in the main entrance, but when they saw a lot of people coming, they left and they entered the hotel by the garage. So I ran to the garage really fast, and he was entering the garage. I actually got to wish her a happy birthday, and she told me thank you darling, or sweetheart, or something like that, and I'm really satisfied with that. She was really nice. Later that night, we thought that maybe the cast was going to have dinner and later on they were having a party or something because it was Emilia's birthday. And so that was the only night that I stayed at the hotel, outside the hotel, waiting for something to happen with a lot of people. And we were waiting maybe until 5 a.m. So crazy, I know, but yeah, it was really funny, to be honest. And at 3 a.m. or something like that, a minibus came. It stopped in the main entrance, and let me tell you, the cast was really drunk, but especially Peter Dinklage fell into the ground, which was really funny to watch. So he fell into the ground because he was too drunk to actually walk, and it was really funny. We started laughing, and I remember that Kid didn't leave the bus in that moment because he was too drunk to do it, and actually the driver had to drive around the hotel for a while because he was really bad. I don't know, it was such a special moment that I will never forget. So another day we were waiting and all of a sudden Ian Glenn showed up and we didn't expect him at all. I went to him, and when I was about to take the picture with him, I grabbed him and he pushes me away and he tells me, no, you can actually do photos of me. I was really confused because he had taken photos with people. I was really confused, and so we started taking pictures of him. And let me tell you, he was wearing flip-flops in October. It was really cold. So yeah, I don't know. He was nice, but he was such a weird person. Then another morning, I was waiting at the hotel really early, and all of a sudden, a black car leaves the hotel, and I saw Alfie Allen. And we didn't expect him at all, neither. And so I started freaking out. And yeah, later that day, I got to meet him. He was smoking, and I went to him and we talked for a while. He was really nice. I don't remember the conversation, to be honest, but I remember that he was really nice to me. We took a photo together and here it is. And yeah, I don't know, he was really nice. Okay, about Kit Harington, I have a funny story. Well, he was staying in the suite in the main entrance, and he would smoke all the time in the balcony, so he would wait at us all the time. But there was this day where we knew that Kid was at the cafeteria of the hotel, and the cafeteria is really small, okay? So we thought, okay, we're going to go inside the cafeteria, order coffee, and you know, stay there for a while, maybe go to talk to him. And we went inside, we ordered a coffee, which by the way was really expensive, and I don't like coffee, but I did order a coffee because, you know, I had to. So when we entered the cafeteria, he was in the first table, so we saw him, we started freaking out a little bit, but we sat in front of him. He didn't, I don't know if he did, but I think that he didn't notice that we were fans. So we waited there and we were thinking maybe about talking to him. And well, also we told some girls to not go inside the cafeteria until we leave it, because it would be too obvious. Kid was not with a security guard or anything, but all of a sudden these girls come inside and they sat next to him. They were so freaking obvious, and I was about to kill them because they were ruining my only chance. And so the security guards came too, and so we thought about leaving. And when we were leaving, I don't know how, but I managed to go to them and I started talking with Kid. Well, I told him, "Hi Kid, how are you? Blah blah blah." And he told me, "Oh, nice to meet you," but the security guard didn't let me really talk to him. But he was really nice, he smiled at us, and yeah, we left. So that was funny because we were maybe like 15 or 20 minutes in front of Kit Harington. He was really nice because he was the only one that he would go down and take pictures with fans at night and everything, but I didn't manage to take a picture with him. The day they were leaving, they left the hotel and they left to the airport. And so we left to the airport too. We went to the airport because a friend of mine wanted to give Emilia her present. And so we went to the airport. We arrived there at the same time as them, and my friend actually got to give her the present. They were really nice to us. They said goodbye and they left. But that day in Bilbao was a really bad weather. It was really windy, rainy, it was so bad, and we knew that a lot of flights were being cancelled. So we thought that there was a possibility that their flight to Sevilla was being cancelled too. So what we did was go back to the center of Bilbao, and we waited for a while and we checked their flight, and it actually got cancelled. So we thought that probably they would return to the hotel. So we ran to the hotel and we had this notebook and we wrote "Welcome home," you know, like as a joke, because we were there for a week. They knew us, they recognized our faces, you know. So I thought it was really funny for us to put that. And a black car came and Liam saw us and he saw our sign and he started laughing so hard. And I don't know, it was really funny because he knew who we were, and Liam Cunningham is the funniest of all, and he was really nice to us, and he also replied to my tweet after they left, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys the screenshot here. But yeah, he was the nicest. So yeah, that was my experience in the cast of Game of Thrones. It was really fun because I got to meet a bunch of people with the same interests as me. Overall, it was a really fun experience, a really cool experience, and I really hope that I can meet the rest of the cast someday. And I'm really grateful because they were really nice to us. They are all amazing, and I'm so happy that I had the chance to talk to some of them. So that was it. I really hope you liked the video. I really hope it was entertaining, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!